Hey everyone, looking at the bull list heading into tomorrow, Thursday, June 2nd. Starting with JWN, we were watching this one most of the day. Still at oversold conditions, holding that 10-day moving average support, and now things are going to get interesting as it's beginning to ascend. So 37.57 and increasing. Closing back above $38 was bullish. We did break the high of yesterday by 2 pennies, not very convincing, but it is a higher low and a higher high. So now we're looking at that resistance of 38.80, and after that up to 39.27. So plenty of upside potential is there. We just need the bullish volume to come in for us to head to that 38.80 level. And as long as this 10-day moving average support holds, we are looking for the bulls to see a nice bounce here. The weekly chart, bullish reversal candlestick last week, and we can see the tightening range the last 3 weeks, smaller and smaller. So a move is imminent, and it is currently favoring the bulls due to that daily chart setup. It's not a clear win just yet for those bulls. They need to see this follow through on the weekly chart. Ideally, if we close up towards $38.80, up towards $39, it's going to be looking real good here to confirm that reversal candlestick and see some upside potential. We can see first resistance on the weekly chart is down or up at 43.75. FSLR was giving us a tightening channel with the 10-day moving average support, middle Bollinger Band resistance. We were bouncing in that level for 4 days. Fake out here with a drop to new lows. Bulls bought that dip and closed above the middle Bollinger Band support for the first time in over 2.5 months. So that level is 49.83 and must continue to hold. Bulls need to break 50.43 and 51.33. So a bullish development, turning that middle Bollinger Band into support. Now the question is, can the bulls hold it and break some key resistance levels? So we have our low, high bounce, higher low, and now we're going to look for 51.33 to break to get a higher high. Weekly chart is very interesting here as well. We've got this 200-week moving average at 50.01. If we can close above it, that will be a great sign for the bulls after significant pullback. And with that support, we should see some confidence to head into the mid $50 region. So liking these setups for JWM and FSLR a lot. We've been stalking them, or at least I have for the past few days, waiting for a bullish indication and getting them little by little. FIT was in the same boat. We've got a higher low and higher high clear trend here. Bullish MACD cross. Big time bullish candlestick today, but the bulls are not out of the woods yet. We still have 14.57 and 14.73 resistance, but that big candlestick in the close at the high of the day does indicate a lot of strength, and we should see some nice continuation tomorrow. Resistance on FIT from here after those two levels, moving averages are in the low $15 range, and so is this 15.20 high of that gap down day. So that could be our potential target. If we break those resistances, we'll look for a move to the low $15 range, and that bullish MACD cross can only help. Looking at our resident bulls, YELP, perfect bounce off the 10-day moving average support, and that key 25.50 level I keep pointing out. Look at this resistance back in the middle of May. 25.50 rejected the price 4 days in a row, and then another 3 days in a row. So I'm seeing 7 out of 8 days it rejected. Then we turned it into support, back tested it and held it, back tested it and held it. Again, today we back tested it and held it. So 3 out of the last 4 days, former resistance now proving to be strong support. Resistance is 26.21. That was the high of this bounce attempt, and we have not been able to close above that. We have broken it a couple times, but until we close above that level, it is still resistance, 26.21. From there, we're looking at 26.44, 27.44. Upside potential still there for YELP. LinkedIn on the daily chart, perfect pullback, bounce off the 100-day moving average support, and a hold of that upper Bollinger Band, close at the high of the day. This is a great sign for the bulls. So the upper Bollinger Band will need to continue to hold tomorrow. If we break 137.59, the high of this bounce, we're looking up at 140 psychological resistance. So a nice, strong close, reaffirming key supports, the 100-day and the upper Bollinger Band, and looking for continuation. And just a quick check-in of GWPH. It was a little bit of a scary day with a big-time pullback on high volume. Bearish reversal candlestick, disregarded, bulls still in control. Close up at 92, upper Bollinger Band resistance is 92.74. But this weekly chart is looking great for GWPH. This is the daily chart. But trust me, the weekly chart looks great as well. So that's the breakdown heading into tomorrow. JWN, FSLR, and FIT. Some of the younger names we're looking at here on the bull list, and then our resident bulls performing wonderfully. I appreciate you watching, and I will see you all tomorrow.